Hey everybody, my name is Rick and today I'm going to be reviewing I Can't Make This Up, Life Lessons by Kevin Hart. Reading is great and I love reading books, but the audiobook is actually narrated by Kevin Hart himself. So obviously everybody knows if you've watched a Kevin Hart movie, the way he talks makes him a lot funnier. So the way that he goes through this book is he uses that full tone, and I felt like I was in some weird phase of watching a movie / in a conversation with Kevin. Because of the way that he recorded the audiobook, it was just masterfully done. So this book is written in first person, and Kevin does not shy away from anything in this book. He tells you everything that happened to him, no matter how good it was, no matter how bad it was, and he tells you everything that he did, whether it was good, whether it was bad. He had a cheating scandal that went on, and he went full depth into it. He told us the whole story, and he did not shy away from anything. He wasn't trying to make himself look like a good guy. He was not trying to make himself look like a bad guy. He just did what needed to be did, and he told a story, and he just left it up to the audience, which are the readers and the listeners, to figure out and for them to sort out their thoughts and to see what they believe about his story. So Kevin grew up dirt poor in Philadelphia, living in the hood, and he never had a stable family. His dad was all over the place. He only lived with his mom. His mom was extremely strict, extremely religious, and it used to make him really mad. But what she used to do is she used to make a conscious effort to keep him off the streets of Philadelphia, because the streets were not safe places to be. And she made Kevin do lots of different activities, after school stuff, making sure to keep him off the streets. And that at the time annoyed Kevin a lot, but he said as he got older, he understood how much of a favor she did him, because that helped him stay out of trouble. And Kevin he goes full detail. He'll tell you random stories from his childhood, and he structures his book so that it goes from when he was little to when he was famous. He goes straight up. He doesn't do any of the reverse storytelling type stuff. He just keeps it all real, and he takes you from step to step in his life, and he really just shows the audience everything. And he tried to show to them how he became famous. He talked about his failures, which was, I'd say, a pretty extensive part of the book, because you will not believe the amount of failures and ups and downs that Kevin had once he made it to Hollywood. And this is just an incredible story. None of it came overnight, and Kevin really made sure to put emphasis to that, because even I was like, whoa. I was like, how does somebody take that many failures and keep going? But Kevin managed to get through, and I was just blown away by the way that he told that part of his life. Overall, this book is an easy 10 out of 10 just because the pure engagement. Trust me, if you listen to the audiobook, you will easily be able to get through this whole book without even realizing how much you've listened to. Because the way that Kevin Hart narrates it himself, it just makes the book 10 times better. And I really, really enjoyed listening to him tell us his story. I just, in the end, cannot say enough good stuff about this book. What I think made it really special is how Kevin went super in-depth in everything without managing to make anything feel dragged out. And I just think that overall, I had such a good and fun time listening to this book, because I'm not a nonfiction reader. I do not like reading any nonfiction books, and biographies are usually something I tend to stay away from. But this was just a great experience, and it definitely motivated me to, I'm probably read more autobiographies now. Check them out, because it was just a great book to listen to. That's all I've got for today. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment down below. If you've seen, I've been trying to get more author interviews recently. If you saw, I interviewed Lisa McMahon, who is the author of The Unwanteds, and Joanne Levy, who is a friend of Lisa McMahon, who's also an author, and she just had a book come out called Sorry for Your Loss. And if you have any specific authors you think that I would be able to interview, or you think that I would enjoy interviewing, just comment them down below, and I will try my best to get in touch with them, see what I can do. And again, all profits I make off this channel all go to a not-for-profit organization who helps kids with cancer. So it would really mean a lot to me if you could subscribe. And That's all I have. I'll see you in the next one.